You focus on having more friends instead of meaningful friends to have your back through ups and downs. I agree. You focus on applying to several jobs instead of a few jobs that you're truly interested in working for. You focus on writing multiple articles rather than just one that you pour your heart and effort into. With these examples, you can see that quality means nothing if it's not meaningful and fulfilling. It's easy to have multiple friends, jobs, or anything really, but the struggle lies in the quality and substance you build with all these. Here's 10 ways to choose quality over quantity. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about that article, the, the, the first half of it. Now, yes, I agree, hopefully, quality is better than quantity. I'd rather have very few friends if it means that, you know, like they're down with me, like through ups and downs, man. Like sticking it out through thick and thin. Never giving up on each other too. You know, like I'd rather have those kind of friends than just like numerous friends. I know some people who would rather have like tons of friends. It's like, of course that's good, but you, that, that there's a risk of them just distancing, like themselves away from you and leave you hanging out on dry, and it's not meaningful, it's not fulfilling, and yeah, it's like no one should ever want that. But of course, people do have a lot of friends, but how many do they keep up with though? Do they keep up with them all? Like all 10 or 20 of them? I know I don't have a lot of friends at all. I have acquaintances, but I do got very few friends. And the very few friends that I do, you know, have, we may not talk every day, but man, whenever we catch back up with each other, it feels like we never left. And it may be like a rare friendship to some of you guys, but I think it may be, I think it might apply to men here. I'm just saying it how it is. I think it may apply to men. Like men's friendships with other men. We don't talk to each other every day. Like we're friends, yes, but we don't talk to each other every day. We don't we don't like keep up with each other like that. Like hey dude, what's going on? How you doing? Hey man, how you doing? Love you too, dog. Love you too, dog. Hey, next day, hey man, how you doing? Like that shit gets boring, like, cause men usually don't have anything to talk about. Just saying facts, man. Usually don't have anything to talk about with other men. You know, like I don't want to be bothered with, like every day, by another man. And the other man part, I don't want that either, because we value our time and space and time. But yeah, but hey, if you like quantity of friends, then go for it, dude. Go for it. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, However many friends you made, that's on you. That's your friends. Those are your friends. You know. I'm just saying that for me, just I rather have very few friends, and I adore those friends. I appreciate those friends for sticking by me. You know, even if we don't talk every day. Thank you. Next up, 10 ways to choose quality over quantity. We have more on that nets. Hello and good morning. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. Now, who who fall seen Raw tonight or last night. I did. It was really good for a change. I actually liked this episode. It was a lot better than probably the best one yet in a long time. Cause I'm not like I watch WWE, but I just don't feel hyped up like I used to. Now this is a Wrestlemania weekend right here. So Wrestlemania weekend starts Saturday and Sunday, because it used to start on Sundays only. Used to be on Sundays only, but with WWE, them having a lot of money, being a popular company, like they're kind of like the Disney of the wrestling industry, But I am kind of hyped for that. But I think after the Saturday episode of WrestleMania, I'm gonna go out and have myself a few beers at Jupiter Bar. It's okay in Seattle. So the ones that are not in Seattle, don't even try to go look it up. You can, but who's gonna pay for you to come over here? Not I, friend. Not I. But moving on. 10 ways to choose quality over quantity. Number 1, quality has depth. You can never have the depth and meaning you aspire for with quantity as with quality. You can choose quality over quantity when you realize that your life will have more purpose in that decision. No amount of anything will ever beat the fact that it makes more sense to choose quality. You can have all the material things in the world, but it's guaranteed that it's meaningful. Yes, I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. You can have all these things. That doesn't mean that you're gonna be happy with it. And of course, like, these things are temporary, but are you gonna use them in the future? Like, are you gonna value your life in the future? They're all just quantity. It's not quality. Now for quality, I would say things that affect your health. As far as like good food, exercise, adventuring out, hiking, adventure is all the same. Traveling, yada yada, friends, family, water, another source of good food for health. That one thing that you love doing, that brings you joy, that never gets tired, like video gaming, streaming. All of it brings you joy. Podcast brings me joy. I get to ramble on. I could actually talk, speak my words, because I've been quiet for too damn long, and I got shit to say. But yeah, like, things like those are qualities that a person can have. Number 2, quality is the better option. When it comes down to it, there's no competing, as quality will always be the better option than quantity. You won't remember your life by the number of friends you have, social media likes, or accomplishments. Quantity will remain just a number, and there's no amount of number that will get you the happiness and contentment you seek. People won't remember you by numbers, but by quality of your life. Number 3, quality saves you energy. Instead of focusing on all the wrong goals and accomplishments, you will save so much energy focusing on quality instead of quantity. You don't need to focus on pleasing others and accomplishing several other things all at once. Quality over quantity means that you save more time since you focus on the few significant things in your life instead of everything. Man, I tell you, I agree with that. That is facts, y'all. Invest in yourself before you try to go investing in someone else. And that's where you'll live a happier life. It may be lonely, but you will live a happier life. And whoever is next in your life, they will love you for you, or they would cherish you as you are, then those people are right for you. Just go with that flow. Hey, you'll be alright. Quality saves money. You don't just save time and energy, but this goes for money as well. Instead of splurging and buying all those things you want, quality means you purchase only the things you need. You won't hoard on things that act as a temporary fix, but you only spend on things that you actually need for either you or your family. Another one I agree with. Instead of buying senseless shit, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of buying things that I don't really need, but I usually use most of the stuff that I buy. But as far as like clothes and shoes, yeah, I get that. Cause like most of my clothes I don't even wear. Of course I don't go around nude or anything like that, but the shoes too. I only wear like at least 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. No wait, 4. 4 pairs of shoes, but I have at least like 9 or 10 pairs of shoes in all. They're just like sitting in a closet. I'm kind of a sneakerhead. I mean, like, not really, but I do like my sneakers. And I do like my clothes too. So, yeah, like, you call that a spendthrift. My mom was a spendthrift too. She would buy all this stuff that she don't need, and it was just hoarding up the house. And I know women gotta have their clothes. Women love to shop. But it's things that you could actually, it's money that you can actually be putting towards, for the future. Well, I'm kind of on the fence on that too as well. Curses of being a Libra. We're kind of, feels like I already talked about that. But, yeah, like I'm on the fence on that as well. Because it's like, hey, you only got one life, so you might as well turn up. But on the other hand, I'm like, you don't need all that stuff. At the same time, you do. So, don't listen to me. Moving on to number 5. Quality gives you more knowledge. Instead of trying to read all of the books in the world, quality means you may read fewer novels, but you gain more knowledge. Reading all the books in a given time will make you forget all the knowledge you've read. While quality means that you remember more knowledge in a given time, you become much wiser and smarter when you choose quality over quantity. I agree with that too, man. But yeah, I don't like reading, but I do got books though. And over the years, the books that I have read taught me some things too. So, yeah, thanks, knowledge. Number 6, quality affects your relationships. Ooh, let's check this out. Whether you realize it or not, high quality relationships are better than choosing mundane and normal relationships. You could have experienced several relationships in the world, but it doesn't guarantee they're